JSheetz Part 1.
Gel pens. What are some good things and maybe some bad things about drawing with a gel pen? I have here with me the Uniball Signo, and I also have the Uniball Signo Gel Stick 0.7, and then I have another Uniball Signo, and this one is a bit of a different brand here. This one is the Signo Angelic Color, which is a white gel pen. And then I have here the Zebra Jimny Gel Rollerball medium-sized nib. So as always, I always like to start out with some of the cons and then talk about some of the good things about these pens after that. Now this pen here, I've got a whole bunch of them and I've had them for quite a long time. I've got maybe 100 of them. So some of the cons about having a gel pen is that if you're drawing with them on a piece of paper, the dry time of gel pens are a lot longer than what you're going to get with a technical pen or some fountain pens even, depending on the ink that you're using for a fountain pen, which is another good thing about having a fountain pen over other various pens. But that is going to be an issue sometimes if you're writing, is that if you're doing a doodle or using these to make notes or something, then the ink of this is going to smear pretty easily. So when you're drawing with these, you always want to make sure that when you're doing it, you don't run your hand back over that same area that you were just drawing on, because it takes a while to dry. Another con of these is that they're a bit more expensive than what you're going to get with some technical pens or ballpoint pens. Although it really might depend on the brand that you have. But if you have a gel pen and technical pen of the same brand, it's possible that sometimes the gel pens could be more expensive. And also these go through ink way faster than what you're going to get with a ballpoint pen. But I do find these much more satisfying to draw with than what I get with drawing with a ballpoint pen. Another con of these pens, well, other than the fact that the ink smears pretty easily and takes a while to dry, those are two things, and that they go through ink a lot faster than ballpoint pens, I can't really think of much of any other cons other than that. A lot of the inks won't be waterproof, that's another one, and they're not refillable, although you can get gel pens and then you can get new sticks for them. But there's a lot of good things about these pens, and one of the good things is that you can get them in so many different colors. They come in many assortments of colors. They come in red, blue, green, yellow, pretty much the entire color of the rainbow. And some have clips, some don't. You can get these in many different colors. You can get them in different nib sizes, small, medium, large, extra fine. And some of them have grips. And because gel pens have such a wide variety of brands and types, you can get some that have grips, some that don't. You've got more options of the different brands, so you get another larger variety of it. Another pro of the pen is that the writing experience with these pens is very smooth. It's almost butter-like when you're drawing on the paper, and it's not a rough drawing experience. This one here, which is a medium nib, is very smooth writing, and it feels like drawing with a fountain pen, the way that the writing experience is. Another thing I like about the gel pens is that there's so many colors, and if you're doing drawings or you want to color in a coloring book and you don't want to use a crayon or something like that, or a marker, and you want something with a very smooth experience, I would recommend using these. I've seen a lot of people use these for coloring in coloring books, but do remember these can smear easily. So if you are drawing or coloring something in, make sure you don't run your hand over the same area very quickly. These pens also, as I said, some of them come with the grips, some of them don't. Some of them have grip with little notches on it so that you can grip it better. Some of these can come apart very easily. Some of them have this at the end, which if you want, you can just keep doing the clicking thing, which might annoy people if you're in a room taking a test or something. But yeah, there's a lot of pros to these, and so you've got the different colors, you've got the nib sizes, although one con could actually be that there's not as many nib sizes with gel pens as what you're going to get with technical pens or other pens. I find that they're very convenient in that if you go to any art store, they have gel pens. You can go to even just a store that isn't even an art store, and they will most likely carry gel pens. And that's another thing that's convenient about that, is that you don't have to worry about whether or not you can have access to one. If you lose your pen or you're out drawing and the pen runs out of ink, you can always get another one. Maybe they wouldn't carry that brand at the store, but depending on the brand that you have, it's likely that they would, because gel pens are pretty popular, and you can buy them at most stores. Gel pens, pencils, and ballpoint pens, pretty common everywhere. So those are some of the pros that I can think of these pens. At the moment, I'm trying to think of what are some other good things about these pens, or possibly bad things. They also do make gel pens, which is called the Uniball Air, and with those pens you can draw at a very angle, to where instead of having to draw to where you're kind of like this, or more like that, you're able to hold the pen even at an angle like this very far out and draw with it, whereas a lot of these you won't be able to do it because of the angle on it that kind of limits you. So with the Uniball Air, you can just draw that way. But those are some of the pros and cons that I can think of with these pens, which is the fact that there's not a lot of cons with them. I mean, they're just convenient. They're not that expensive. They're affordable. They come in such a wide variety of colors. The writing experience is very smooth, and you don't have to spend, $20, $30, $40, $50 or more like you would on a fountain pen to get a smooth writing experience. Although these are much, much cheaper than fountain pens. A fountain pen is more of an artistic, collectible type of thing, to where you have one pen, you can put many different inks in it and refill it and use it. So I think long term a fountain pen would be better, but for convenience or for a beginner artist, then I would say that drawing with a gel pen would be a good option to start out with if you want something that's convenient and gives you a smooth writing experience and comes in a wide variety of colors. Now this one here I actually use a lot of times if I'm doing a painting or a drawing and I need to put in some white lines or add some contrast to it, then I'll use this pen for adding that into it, such as a painting if I need to make stars and I'm painting a galaxy. But let me know in the comments below, what are some pros and cons that you have for gel pens, and what is the writing experience like for you when it comes to drawing with a gel pen? Let me know in the comments below. Ask me other questions related to art, anything you would like me to cover in future videos, such as something you want me to draw or do a review or a tutorial on, and I will get back with you soon. Please check the links in the description of the video where you can email me and find everything else. And if you want to, go ahead and give this video a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more content, doodles, and everything else. Until then, you all have a good day, and let me know what you think of the gel pen and what you like doodling with it, and have fun drawing. Until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.